it is linked to. You can refer to these hints at any given moment. Finding cases menu. Okay. Understand why a ghost lingers in it. Incarnate, you must gather hints about each involved inhabitant. Once the hints have all been uncovered, the inhabitant's intent is disclosed, then you may complete the investigation. Oh, that's cool. Understand why Charles lingers. Investigate the studied bedroom. Although the path also surprises and many bad omens. Fred and Thea at last reached New Eden, investigating the haunting case to unlock. This is a new game. It just came out in February this year. A friend of mine, IOL friend of mine, recommended this to me.
That
Played a
porcelain
demo of
saw
this. It's
many
quite
a
good.
dinner turned lecture with Charles.
I miss him so.
So do we, Esther.
12th day of August 1694. My sweet Esther, I was down and yet you are there to support me. You are an angel from heaven to help me in my dark mission. You are that light that guides me through the darkness of the invisible. Yet I feel so sorry for bringing you to this tortured land. You know well that things are not as they should be in New Eden. And I'm sorry to have you by my side, for I fear for your life. I wish we could have found a quiet corner of this land there to raise our children, but I fear a curse. I think we should leave, or perhaps you should go ahead. I'll defend our home. Think about it. For I cannot bear the thought of darkness taking you away from me. 5th day of January 1685. So that's like 10 years ago. My beloved Esther, how long excuse me. How long to hold you in my arms. Announcement of our marriage was to my heart as a delicacy on my palate, sweet of which one cannot tire. At last we shall be together and together forever and ever, until the day many years from now when we are old and at last death separates us. Only death can extinguish the love between us, and I am sure that not even death can do the tenderness I feel for you. I want everything to be perfect for our marriage, and I will make it so. I will write to you every day, for that pleasant moment when I can finally shed the weight of letters and tell you in person every day how I feel about it. Oh, I'll write to you on my way. I'll write to you every day. Write home every day. Sadness and interval, or a study of the a Aeolian scale by Heinrich Pietri. Hey, it's chessboard. Letter from a neighbor. Esther, some food and ale for you. Sorry for your loss. Your neighbors hold you in their hearts. That's very nice. Agent neighborly.
This is Charles's. It's like he never left.
See if there's anything else. November 1694. Dearest Charles, how delighted I was to read your words. It is always a pleasure to hear from you, and to know that yourself and your beloved Esther are doing well. Oh, from Eleanor Cone. I have contacted our brothers in London, but unfortunately we cannot find anything in our archives that matches the descriptions of the events you have experienced in New England. Be that as it may, pestilence and never-ending winters are phenomena, perhaps too broad for us to pinpoint the exact cause. I can give you no better answer. Be it sorcery, the presence of an ichor, or something else entirely, we cannot say. All I can do is invite you to continue research and to take note of all your observations. Our Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stowe has so little presence in the New World. Any new information shall be precious.
I didn't know Eleanor and Charles were still in touch.
The St. Paul Brotherhood is a tie that binds. Charles was so eager to continue his research here in New Eden. If only we had known what would befall us.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Can we check that? Did we check that? A study of H. Purcell's Tony in G minor for strings by E. Davenport. Taste the music, eh?
There's more to learn here.
Where are you staying, my dears?
The governor had a room.
Have you received other visitors?
Most dare not leave their homes. Although Mr. Bachelor came to see me. That was nice of him.
Hmm. New Scotch tune in G major by Henry Purcell.
Purcell? Could you find nothing better?
These days I lack the heart to play.
Can't believe you brought your pianoforte to New England.
It cost a fortune. But you cannot part a pianist from their beloved keys.
Charles
that
is
way
still
by
here and Esther is completely
keyboard.
distraught.
She lost him, and now he's back, a ghastly figure. It must be unbearable.
Theological book from Charles' personal collection. Michaelis by Johannes Knight. Okay, so same type of book. Oh, okay, so that's the one they read. Portalithium Fidei by Alfonso di Spina. Precious king from a chess set protected by a glass stone.
That's from the set he taught me with. I'd know it anywhere.
Did he keep it to remind him of his favourite?
Or to remind him that he had yet to beat me.
Ooh.
Remember when he started to wear these? To look wiser and older.
He was hiding his hair loss.
Okay with it. Map of the world. Z world. Well, 17th century.
I can still picture him crafting your very first Bane ring.
You sound much more fond of the moment now than you were back then. Bit green for an actual haunting, you said.
You were. Still, you did all right. Faith always was his beacon in the darkness.
In people as much as in God. He was a good man.
None on this side of the water, and few on the other, know that I came to New Eden as minister in order to pursue research into the New World on behalf of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole. What strangers have I found? There are ghosts here, yes, old and innumerable, but they are quiet. I shall never say the word aloud, but I suspect there to be witches. If I find one, I shall very much like to ask her for her story. Witches. Art for Die Totem by Balthasar Hans Fenhofer. Scribbled, excuse me, scribbled Bible verse. Job 7, 13, 15. 13, when I say my bed shall comfort me, my crowd shall ease my complaints. Then thou scarest me with dreams and terrifiest me through visions, so that my soul chooses strangling and gets rather than my life. He comes to me in dreams. Hey, Xbody, how you
Charles's
doing?
notes mention Job, chapter 7,
Good to see you again, my friend.
verses 13 to 15.
I'll look for that reference.
Red, you dropped something.
Good, thanks. I'm doing good too. Thank you. This is a new game. This game, I played the demo of this. I really enjoyed the demo of this. We get to like these two, the couple, but also one's like the master and the other's the apprentice, like banishing ghosts and stuff like that. Don't know too much about the plot. What do all these dreams have in common? Are they are they the promise of a doomsday or a nightmare coming? Visions or shadowing? Is someone behind this? Who is the real target? What causes this anger to burst forth? I need to know how it gets into our heads. Sleep no longer offers rest, and this cannot endure.
These notes are erratic ramblings. Charles was worried about the curse plaguing the settlers' dreams.
How malicious is this curse, tormenting people in their beds?
You know, just a clue. Charles was worried about the influence the threatening spirit had on settlers' dreams. Investigate the fate. Wait. Where do the nightmares come from? I remember the teachings of my masters. May God bless their souls. Against the threatening unknown, when the common knowledge is not enough to understand the situation, this sagacious and pious man will wisely turn to the very roots of his art, the words, the meaning, the power hidden in each of them. Nightmare has nothing to do with a nocturnal female horse, as in the French Achmar or the German Nockmar, Mare, mare. It comes from the 12th century Middle Dutch and means ghost or demon. A nightmare is not a puny fiend sneaking into the bedrooms to suffocate the dreamers, but one of the rarest and most powerful spirits defined by its own purpose. He spread its insidious and unforgiving wrath upon and living soul, any living soul he may reach. According to my research, no occultists ever successfully banished a nightmare, but why? The nightmare be more than a ghost, I'm afraid so. I remember a disturbing poem I read in London in my younger years about the terrifying abilities of such entity, supposedly able to penetrate the dreams of its targets. Freddy Krueger? That sounds scary though. To influence their thoughts and perception and make them endure their worst fear, able even to bend the distance or alter time, creating tantalizing and personalized nightmare. His victims can't hope to escape from such a petrifying concept. I pray God with all my heart and soul that this is not what has risen upon us. How would we then escape despair, death, and doom? I need more information about where to find it. I have like a nightmare be an actual entity as opposed to just a disturbing and dark dream. Hmm. 3 drops of lavender oil and chamomile infusion before sleep. When agreeing to rub between palms and behind ears 3 times a day. If restlessness persists, use lemon balm.
Got enough books, Charles? See, the piano's not the only thing you paid a pretty penny to ship.
Remember how they used to argue about books we hadn't read? Like we weren't there?
Oh, you actually listened. I'd always let my mind wander.
That sounds about right. Oh yeah, we read that. Though children are a heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. Psalms 127. Dear sisters, Charles is dead. I cannot tell right from left. I cannot tell which day it is, or how long ago my Charles departed. My world has come undone. Nothing happened as it was supposed to. I couldn't attend the burial. The shame of it. How I have failed my dear husband. I just could not find the strength to leave the house and walk to the place where Charles died. Dead to see him buried. Lord have mercy on us and guide our friends to us before it's too late. New Eden will not last much longer without my beloved husband to protect it. I do not have any words left to me. I thought that you, who loved him so, should know of his passing.
Esther couldn't attend Charles's burial.
Poor woman. That's terrible for her.
Alright, so we got 3 hints now. She not properly bid her husband farewell and now suffers from it. And so her guilt, like her feelings of like regret, that probably with some unfinished business that her husband had keeps him here in the corporeal world. We got one more thing to
Esther
get.
never got to say farewell to Charles.
I could have made him manifest.
Now that we know why he might be back, we should go investigate the cemetery where he was found.
There you go. I kind of like this. You get the combat. The combat's fun and interesting so far, but then you got the investigation. to help you figure out what's going on and how to approach this. That's kind of. So it looks like we got one. We got hers. We need his.
Esther, I'm sorry to trouble you once more.
How may I help?
How are you bearing up?
With all that's happened, how are you bearing up?
How are you holding up?
This all feels so unreal. Just one more nightmare from which I cannot wake.
It seems so now, but that will change. I promise.
Was there something I should have done differently? Did I fail him? Did I fail Charles?
None of this is your fault.
I do not want to believe he is gone. He cannot be gone. I do not permit him to be gone.
You're in pain, and that might have brought him back. Maybe he lingers because you suffer.
We'll do what we can to ease your pain. And we'll do what we can for Charles.
He's also not really like letting himself grieve. Not fully. He had bad dreams.
Has the curse brought with it nightmares?
Yes, I've had nightmares. I suspect we all have. Charles warned that something was stalking our dreams, that it had a use for us, that we needed to fight it with all God's might. But now Charles is gone, and my nightmares have changed. In my sleep, I see my husband falling, screaming into the abyss. All hear him. None respond. He plummets on into the bottomless pit. Poor Charles.
We must make our way to the cemetery.
Please be careful, dear Antea.
This game looks so good. It runs really well. Unreal Engine. I want this on Unreal Engine 5. It looks really good.
What will you do for my Charles?
If he's present, we'll find him. Then we'll ask him what he wants us to do.
Must I see him too?
First, let's find out what happened. After that, we'll see.
Best get started. Time may be against us.
We probably have to ultimately be there when they send them
You'll
off.
be alright.
I doubt it, but I'll do my work all the same. We came here to help Charles, and help Charles we shall. Ask around. See what people will tell you. I'll go to the cemetery and do the same.
I definitely
Be
like the
careful.
Aye. You too.
Final location of your next objective. Oh, you, okay, that's the map. Oh, you can do. We got a shortcut key. Cool. That's over here. Sincere Paris's shop. So we got a merchant there. Pretty good size. Pretty good size area there. Wait, is there anything here?
You'd be one of the Banishers then? Come too late. I'm sorry, but if poor Minister Davenport mentioned your name, I have forgotten it.
Antea Duarte. You may happen upon my companion, Red McGrath, about the place.
Of course. I'm Lisbeth O'Hara. The Minister said you'd have questions. Well?
Did you know Charles Davenport?
Did you know Charles Davenport?
Of course I knew the Minister. My sister
he's
and I
from
attended all his
Academia
services,
now today.
and grateful we were too.
Oh,
He was the moral
good.
foundation stone of the colony. His poor widow. She must be bereft.
What are you doing out here? Most people seem to stay indoors.
Since you ask, I came to town to buy a remedy for Mistress Fitcher. My sister has a sore leg. The salve eases her discomfort. We have a small farm some miles from here. And yes, the curse sits there too.
Pretty brave. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Charles, Minister Davenport, said many here had unpleasant dreams. He suspected they were part of the curse.
You are a curious character indeed, mistress. My dreams, good or bad or otherwise, are my own business, and so they shall remain.
That's fair.
Governor Haskell told us of the curse. I'd like to understand what it is and from where it came.
While I'll not speak ill of my neighbours, someone must have let the evil in.
Someone always does.
Someone always does.
I understand Banishers often trade with the forces of evil.
We do not trade. We deliver. A haunting may be caused by the errors of the living, but a ghost gets no mercy. You may have your time back, with my thanks.
Well, thank the Lord for that.
Wow. He really didn't want to talk to anybody. Hey, I'm busy. Stewing over here by the building, staring at the fire. Do you mind? Let me bother the talk. Ah, shit! Ooh, did we get any goodies for that? Hell yeah! Piece of 8, 2 fungus, and ooh, more leather knife. I want to play close when we're defending ourselves. Man, those attacks are fast. A little slower, but feels meaty though. Whoa, hold on. Oh, that's cool because we can do it from like back here. We can also do it from up there. If you miss with that one, we can follow up with that. That's cool. Well, hello there.
I must take a moment by myself. Excuse me.
Do what you gotta do. Atmosphere, the environs, coupled with the music, so good.
Yes?
A moment more of your time, if you don't mind.
Same lady, eh?
You may have your time.
Well, thank...
Haha! You didn't even react to me drawing my blade. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wrong way, wrong.
Be warned. I need but cry out, and help shall come in an instant.
Calm you, sir. Antea Duarte, Minister Davenport's banisher.
Oh, of course. I'm so sorry. Poor Reverend Davenport. His death has shaken us all.
He was scared.
Welcome to New Eden. I'm afraid you find us at our worst.
We're banishers. There's nowhere else we'd rather be. And you are?
I, madam, am Squire Sincere Paris, travelling merchant, stuck in this cursed place and eager to be somewhere else.
You're leaving town?
You're leaving town?
As soon as possible. Did you arrive by sea? A ship lies at anchor in the bay. Perhaps a captain would take me and my wares to safety.
The crew refused to dock, and I suspect they'll leave on the next available tide. We rode ourselves ashore.
Might I ask where you abandoned this rowboat of yours?
Along the coast, by a path remarkable for its angry specters and bloody corpses. If you wish to make the sailing, I hope your wares can swim.
Yeah. Any bad dreams?
The nightmares. Do you get them too?
Of course I do. Not everyone will admit it, but we all have bad dreams.
Of what do you dream?
I dream someone watches me sleep. I sometimes fancy she's present when I'm awake. She never speaks, nor moves. She seems to wish me no harm. She just stands there, watching me, waiting, taking my measure.
Does she manifest at a particular hour?
If she does, I have no way of knowing it, unable as we are in this interminable grey to tell day from night. Well, there you are. Information on the curse, as per your request. I won't even charge you for it.
That's gracious of you. About the curse.
Tell me about the curse, if you will.
I'll tell you this. Those who dare defy the curse are brave indeed, and, I fear, foolish.
Banishing is a job,
Got a whistle
sir,
on it.
and to do
I was
it,
wondering
I
what that
need
was.
detail, if you please.
If you
A
please.
banisher must have charms, trinkets, I mean, of protection. If you have a surplus, I'd happily relieve you of your burden.
I bet you would happily relieve me of my burden. That was more for the player than Antea.
What I need right now is information about the curse. What have you seen that might help me with my work?
I've seen famine, madness, the shadow of early death, weather, too. So much weather. I mean, I've seen it all before, but never all at once. Here, it's everything, everywhere, and all at the same time. Folks stay indoors, waiting to be told what to do. Waiting to die, really. Ghosts in the making, all of them.
Alright, show me your wares.
Care to trade?
Most...
Alright. Oh, part of an animal pellet can be found in the mountains. Doesn't reach apart from it. You can also sell stuff too.
I bid you good day, Squire Paris, and
Hang on.
thank you for your time.
A pleasure, Mistress Duarte. Do be careful.
I'm not gonna buy anything yet because I don't know how readily available it's gonna be, and I don't know what we need. But we gotta check everywhere. All the things.